All right, Chris, thank you so much.
All right, well, not lost upon anyone is what we experienced 5 years ago when we had that crippling ice storm. And certainly you can roll back to 19 years when we were hosting the Super Bowl, and it was a weather disaster that week. One of the reporters who was covering that, aside from me, was Doug Richards. And Doug has the very latest on what we can expect. Doug?
Well, and it started with a very calm presence, just like this one is. We are at the DOT yard. There are many of them around the state. There are hundreds of thousands of gallons of brine in trucks like the one behind me, and the DOT will deploy them from this and other state facilities starting at about sunset.
Black ice.
You have black ice, and that's what causes wrecks, which causes gridlock.
The state aims to use its supply of brine to thwart the dreaded black ice, the slick and all but invisible winter traffic wildcard.
There is a history there that we are not willing to repeat.
The history that looms here is now 5 years old, the icy weather from January of 2014. That sneaky storm stranded thousands of people on roads around Metro Atlanta.
It's moving in so quickly, temperatures are going to plummet. It's very similar to what we saw in 2014.
The 2014 storm was a daytime event that caught people trying to get home from work and school. Roads froze quickly. Motorists and school buses became stuck, immobile on slick, impassable highways. Tomorrow's weather is also forecast to strike during daylight.
Very similar to 2014 is the weather event.
And because we don't want a repeat of 2014, we have already begun to pre-treat our streets.
And that pre-treatment did not happen in 2014. State officials then admitted they misjudged the storm and mishandled the response. They have spent 5 years trying to avoid a repeat.
As my mother often says, it's better to be safe than sorry.
You can see the message is pretty clear: err on the side of caution.
And of course, we all remember what happened in 2014, an event to which officials are clearly seeing flashbacks to. On that particular occasion, everybody went to work, everybody went to school. Then the storm came and everybody seemed to get stuck trying to get home. So this time they're telling folks to stay home in state government. Schools are closing. And they're doing that now every time there's a forecast like this. And so the parallels, if they're inexact, so be it. Back to you.
All right. Doug, I just got the text that my kids will not be at school tomorrow either. So the abundance of caution is certainly in place, no question about it.
That must mean